fire. Put on the television or the radio. And turn on your microwave cooker. All these are using similar forms of electrical energy. One small part of this spectrum represents microwaves, which, as the name implies, are very short waves. They have been used in the last 30 or 40 years for cooking in canteens, pubs and restaurants, wherever speed is essential. Now, in the home, they are making a new form of cooking possible, cooking that is safe and easy, clean, and the way a microwave cooker works is really quite simple. Electricity flows to a component which is the heart of the cooker. This is the magnetron. And here, the electrical energy is changed into microwaves. A paddle or stirrer helps to distribute the microwaves evenly inside the cooker. They can't penetrate the metal casing, and so are reflected back from the walls, floor, and ceiling. In fact, they are securely contained inside the cooker. But microwaves can pass through a non-metallic container, and so the food inside is able to absorb the energy. All foods contain an enormous number of water molecules. The microwaves cause the molecules to vibrate at very high speeds. Moving at over 2,000 million times a second, they create great heat very quickly inside the food itself, but not in the dish or in the cooker. So the cooking is quickly done with a minimum of heat loss, which can save fuel, money, and time. Apart from metal, microwaves can pass through most materials without affecting them. They act like the sun that shines onto and through glass without heating it, but warms whatever is on the other side. In the same way, the container stays cool, except, of course, where it is heated by contact with the hot food inside. Unlike a conventional oven, the microwave cooker cannot work at all until the door has been closed properly. There are special safety locking devices which, when the door is opened, will switch the microwave energy off. When closed, the cooker becomes a sealed box. The microwaves can't penetrate the metal casing or the safety door. If there is a window, a metal mesh is bonded to it so that microwaves cannot pass through. During the course of an average day, the cooker door is opened and closed several times. In testing laboratories, special equipment operates the doors of cookers 100,000 times. Only when a model meets all the safety requirements is it approved. So it's best to look for the BAB approval label.
For breakfast. Would you like porridge and then kippers? Elelevenses. Peace at last. I think apple strudel and coffee would be nice.
Can I have hot dogs for lunch, Mum?
Oh, no problem. I'll make a lemon cake for tea as a treat.
What's for supper, Mum? Can I have some of that spaghetti?
For Dad and me, some frozen sweet and sour chicken and mixed veg.
Anything so new in concept must seem a little strange at first, but the microwave cooker is basically very simple to use and convenient, so that jobs like melting jelly and chocolate are no problem. It's marvelously easy to clean, as splashed foods don't get baked onto the sides, which stay cool. On some models, there are only 3 controls: a timing device, on-off, and defrost, which simplifies the thawing of frozen foods at the touch of a button. Other models are more sophisticated. This one has a high-low control. Others have variable power controls, which give an even greater choice. A turntable can be incorporated to save the cook having to turn a dish round. And an extra is a browning dish, which is preheated in the cooker. and then the food is seared and browned on it before it is cooked. All kinds of ideas have been incorporated in different models. You do have to relearn some of the ideas you acquired long ago. Who would have thought, for example, that you could use a cloth or paper napkin inside a cooker? Who could imagine using non-oven-proof glass? Or cling film that would melt in an ordinary oven. All these are safe because neither they nor the cooker gets hot. But metal dishes and pans, roasting tins and metal baking sheets, in fact, anything made of metal that we use in an ordinary oven should not be used in a microwave cooker. It's a point to remember, and soon becomes part of your kitchen routine. Some foods need special treatment, like stirring during cooking. After 6 minutes, shown speeded up here, the tender sprigs of broccoli will need to be separated gently. The door can be opened without fear of spoiling the food, and then the cooking of the broccoli can be completed. Microwave energy is directly absorbed by the food, and this means that the time needed to cook anything is based on the amount put inside the cooker. 1 potato, 2 potato, 3 potato, 4. Each uses its fair share of energy, so the timing has to be calculated accordingly. Most recipe books give a quick checklist. For baked potatoes, it works out at about 5 minutes for 1 and about 15 minutes for 4. A new idea, but again quickly learnt. It isn't just speed that makes all this worthwhile, it's also the delicious end result. Vegetables particularly keep their good flavours and their delicate or vivid colours, and they keep the minerals and vitamins essential for health and vitality.
Here's your dinner. Your sister's learnt how to dine today.
No one need stay hungry for long.
Gosh, you are doing well, aren't you? Hello, Ian. Oh, what's this? What's that?
Picture it got torn on the way there.
Oh, we'll have to sellotape it, won't we? We'll have to get the sellotape out of Dave's drawer. Hello, Emily. Have you had a nice day?
Yeah.
Jolly good.
Oh, come on, Mum, we are hungry. Yeah.
We're always hungry. How about some scrambled eggs?
Oh, yeah, can we make ourselves?
Yes, of course you can. How did the swimming go, Emily?
Oh, it's fine, I don't have to dive now.
Very good. Are you close your eyes or to keep them open?
I have to close them.
You'll bump into someone one of these days. It's like driving. You've got to look where you're going. Yes. And how did your maths test go, Ian?
Oh, it was okay.
Yes, and what does okay mean?
Say.
No, I bet you wouldn't.
Yeah, toast is ready.
Right.
That's it. Oh, it's my turn. Right. How many minutes, Mum?
4 minutes, but don't forget to stir it at 2 minutes.
What's this? Yeah, it looks like it's going to take off with it and go into space. Nearly ready, Mum.
Well, when it gets to 2 minutes, take it out and stir it up with a fork.
Well, it's nearly ready, so... Okay, you get the fork.
Good. Give it a good stir.
This is an ideal piece of equipment for young, for old, for everyone. And no sticky pan to wash up at the end either.
Right. It's yummy. Yeah, I can't wait to eat it.
The look of food is important. Foods that take only a short time to cook obviously don't get brown. But traditionally we expect steaks and roasted meats and chops to be crispy brown and chickens golden skinned. Some microwave cookers solve the problem by providing an inbuilt browning device. But to brown quickly, you can always use the grill of your ordinary cooker. The microwave cooker is not meant to replace conventional ovens and hobs. There are some forms of cookery that just cannot be done in a microwave cooker. So the microwave cooker and the ordinary cooker, together with the freezer, make 3 happy partners in the kitchen. We depend more and more on frozen foods, either bought in packets and stored, or cooked at home and then frozen. They can be used for meals for every day, or for dinner parties, even when guests turn up without warning, because from freezer to microwave cooker, and then to the table, takes just a matter of minutes. But because the thawing process is greatly speeded up in a microwave cooker, part of the food could start to cook while the rest is still thawing. To cope with this, the cooker is switched on and off automatically for a few seconds by the defrost button, and during the off period, the heat inside the frozen food continues to melt the ice evenly. Cooking frozen foods easily, quickly, and economically is one of the great assets of microwave cookers. Using it in conjunction with your freezer makes good kitchen sense. Switch on the defrost button. And in just 1 minute, the fish is thawed enough to be separated into fillets. Then put back inside to cook. And in 4 minutes, the fish will be ready to eat. We can take a fresh look at food now that we have exciting new appliances that give us greater scope in the kitchen. We already take for granted appliances that our mothers would seldom have used, toasters and blenders, and other now familiar cooking aids. Add to these the microwave cooker, and it will become not just part of your kitchen scene, but also of your thinking about cooking. Special instructions will soon become automatic to you. For instance, you will learn that some bulky foods continue cooking after they've been taken out of the cooker, so they should be undercooked and allowed to rest. The cooking will continue inside. If you find it is still too rare for your taste, it's simple to put the joint back in the microwave cooker for a few more minutes. Recipe books, frozen food packets, manufacturers' handbooks, all these help by giving you detailed instructions. Cooking times for a whole meal can be worked out precisely.
5 minutes for this, and the vegetables are about 5 minutes, so it should be all ready in about 10. Do you want a glass of wine while you're waiting?
Yeah, lovely. Should I pour you a glass?
Delicious. I hope you like red, do you?
This is real luxury.
Oh, red beef, I thought.
Why did you get a microwave cooker?
Well, it's small and I haven't got much room, and it's a much quicker way of having a hot meal whenever I want one, basically. Right, now that's the meat in. Let's do the veg. And snip.
I like this wine.
I hoped you'd like it. Right. Now then, that's the vegetables done. So give the meat a couple of minutes, put the vegetables...
Dealing efficiently and elegantly with frozen or fresh foods is just one of the many advantages of microwave cooking. Speed, no panic, and simplicity are the main factors. It is useful as part of everyday life and splendid in emergencies.
I feel like something too. I'm really starving.
How long have you got?
About 20 minutes.
Would call on the cop suit, your lordship?
Yeah, lovely.
Okay, well, you go and get ready.
Do you know where my kit is?
Well, I don't know. Where did you leave it? And wash your hands.
Okay.
Four, three, two, one.
Hello, Sally.
Hey, darling, where are you?
Well, the wretched van broke down just as we were leaving the factory, and I haven't got a clue when I'm going to be back. I could be very late, so could you leave me something to put into the micro thingamy?
Okay. I'll put some chicken and some nice vegetables on a plate and leave them in the refrigerator. That way you can pop them in when you get back.
Lovely, thanks, love. I know it's a nuisance.
Oh, you take care now.
What a day. I'm still at the factory. They're trying to fix the van. Could be a long job, so don't wait up for me.
Okay, darling. Bye.
Bye-bye, love.
Mum, Mark and the others are going to the picture tonight. Can I go too?
Okay.
And can I bring them back for some hamburgers in the microwave?
How many will there be?
Only 5.
Only 5.
Oh, please, Mum.
Well, okay, you'll have to prepare it yourself
Yeah,
because
we'll
I've got to
do.
get something ready for Daddy.
We'll
okay?
take it into the sitting room, all right?
All right, fine.
Thanks, Mum. Thanks a lot.
Poor old Daddy. He's going to be so tired when he gets back.
Is it nice?
Yeah. That looked nice.
This is the new, clean way to cook. There's no steam and no fumes. So just plug in the microwave cooker where it's needed, and it will thaw, heat up, or cook food from scratch for you.